Welcome to our show titled X's and O's, where we highlight the player and the moments that make sports spectacular. I'm your host, Sayman, and today we have a very special guest, Coach Crush of the Taft Senators. I'll allow you to introduce what you got going on, sir.
Hey, what's up? It's Crush. You just call me Crush. I'm just Coach Crush, but happy to be here. I don't do many of these, you know.
Appreciate you.
I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
Okay, so would you elaborate for the people what specifically you do for Taft?
Man, shoot. When it comes to content, all the visuals, the practice film, highlight videos, photography, it's pretty much all the content. I take care of all that for the boys. Do my part to make sure they're getting the right exposure. Really just turn up the whole page, the whole program visually. And yeah, that's basically what I do.
Okay, right on. So we know in today's day and age, everything's visual. So we know that what you bring to the table is absolutely a necessity, right? So can you explain a little bit where the passion comes from for you?
Specifically, when it comes to the team, to our boys, I mean, they give me all the motivation to just go crazy when it comes to the visuals, because I just want to do my part to make sure they get the right exposure. Like I said before, really turn the program up on social media, all the digital platforms. I don't know, like, it's just one of those things where they're out here grinding, so I gotta grind for them. I gotta let people know and let people see, you know, what goes on behind the scenes, you know, during the games, practices. Just really put on just give them a look. Right? You know, I just want to do my part to make sure, you know, I'm turning up as far as the visuals.
And I feel like that's essential because a content creator and then what you provide is essentially like what players need really to get to the next level. Because in today's day and age, everything is visual, like I said, you know what I mean? So everything you bring to the table, the aspect you got is similar to a head coach, that type of vibe. Like how a coach would be passionate about it, like listening to you describe your passion, there's similarities in that. I know I met you through the school, and we had a few conversations. I'm on Mount Healthy sideline trying to elevate with them. You with the young boys Taft Senators, so we're gonna step aside and talk that playoff, that state run y'all just went on. Just to go into that, can you explain for the people what it was for you to experience the young boys and the team in general going as deep as y'all made it, knowing that Taft is really one of the most slept-on programs in the city?
I mean, it's slept on because of some of the media. You know, they put up these polls and these rankings, and honestly, man, they don't have no credibility. You know, they don't come around. They're not at the practices. They're not even at the games for the most part. But they got a lot to say. You know, I don't know exactly, you know, why we were ranked 5th going into the playoffs.
Disrespect.
We were slept on the whole season.
Disrespect.
I mean, I witnessed the work from January to December.
Right.
You know, the boys, they grind. The coaching staff, we grind each and every day. You know, we push our players. The players push each other. We all hold each other accountable. Coach Ty is a great leader.
Shout out to Coach Ty.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Ty, Coach Mill, the whole coaching staff. We're all, I'm just saying, we're the best coaching staff in the state.
Stand on it. Stand on it. Talk to them.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We came up a little short, but the whole process, the whole season, I mean, it was a beautiful thing to see, you know, to witness. You know, we have a lot of young players. I mean, you know that.
Talk about it.
And they grew up in the off season, prior to the season. They just stepped up. You know, Coach built this winning culture, this accountability culture, and everyone follows.
And to piggyback off that,
You
not
see
to
the
cut you
results.
off, I think that's a big part of the sleeper people don't understand. That winner's mentality that's been instilled in the program, right? And people sleep on that, right? But they about to wake up. I done told you this several times. not only did y'all do what y'all did, so from the outside looking in, you wouldn't know a lot of those kids are underclassmen. So when you look at the math, you say, okay, they made a run. They were a game shy of state, right? These is all players that's returning, and beyond that, younger than some of these cats got 2 more years. The one boy was a freshman. You see what I mean? So it's like, what was the atmosphere of young boys? Did they believe the whole season, or was they kind of like a typical freshman or sophomore, shook up type of vibe?
They're never shook, even the freshmen. I mean, the young bull Rennie, number 0, 18 tutties, freshman.
Freshman.
You know.
Hold on. That's a freshman with 18 touchdowns. I don't care who you play, where you play. That's unheard of. So everybody was confident.
Right, we have a sophomore, Eddie Holloway. He had like 10. You know, Bryce Brewster Jr., 20 sacks. I mean, come on, man.
I got.
Sucky. Now let me get started with Sucky.
I seen him in person. And like I said, I'm on Mount Healthy sideline, so I'm looking at, them, I love them to death. My young boys on that squad. So I'm looking at players that's going to places like, you got Jameer Scott going to Wisconsin, right? So I'm watching a matchup on the outside, right? That's when I asked you. Remember, I was
have
like,
a Wisconsin kid.
Big man.
Yeah.
Big man. I pointed out to my peoples while I'm shooting during the game. I say, look at his legs. This is how you know when somebody D1, especially when they play on the line. You could tell by his physique he going somewhere. I believe he was going to Purdue initially, right?
Yep.
So Wisconsin stole it.
I mean,
Turned him. I'm sorry, wrong terminology.
Dre made the best decision for him and his family going forward in his football career. And he chose to spend his next 3, maybe 4 years at Wisconsin. I know he's going to go up there and do his thing. Keep watching him. Keep watching him.
It was all dogs, man. I was watching the matchup on the edge with Scott at receiver, the DB, and they was trash talking back and forth the whole game. One point I was getting at, Scott do this. Now, he was a senior. He do this with majority of these DBs he faced, and it worked, right? So remember, I was telling you. Remember, I asked you, who was Brett? It didn't work. Like, the boy was barking back at him. You know what I mean? So that's when I'm like, hold on, you don't see this often. You know what I mean? It wasn't no fear in them, man. So whatever y'all doing over there, it's beyond special.
This is like this, man. Everybody can believe. Everybody can believe. Every team in the state, every team in the city, in the country, every high school team in America can believe. A lot of people have fake energy. We don't rock with fake energy. It's real.
See, our family, it's family.
It's a brotherhood, and we play for each other. We're not necessarily trying to move or prove the haters wrong. We just, like Coach says, we just do what we do. And then do what I do. Coach is gonna, other coaches gonna do what they do. The players gonna do what they do. We gonna get on the bus. We gonna come out that gym, out that locker room. We gonna put belt to the, get back on the bus.
Doing it with class.
Wake up and go to film.
Doing it with class.
Go on to the next week.
They confident, but it ain't too much arrogance. It's a lot of swagger. It's young boys. Everybody seem like they doing their own job, like you describing. I want to still touch on that state run. So tell me about that final game. Snow coming down.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Picturesque.
The running back. What you feel about him?
What was his name? Number 22?
22. What was Grayson?
No disrespect.
When it's Grady something Grady.
Yeah, no disrespect, but great running back. I mean, we gave him a great test. He gave us a test. We just fell short. No excuses, but we definitely gonna be back. We wanted to win it all, but we were 1 game away. But next year, really starting next month, be in the weight room. Y'all seen our players, other people seen our players. They know what it is. We hit the weight room next month, and not in June like other schools.
June. I was just about to say that.
The most start in June.
So the fact that they hungry to get back in,
right,
is wild, and it ain't even like you. That just showed the level of greatness y'all portray as coaches and leaders, because y'all described it as coming up short. To me, like that's a run that most won't even ever see. You know what I mean? And like I said, majority of them boys is coming back. So all that did was put hunger in them that's gonna be bad for whoever on that opposite side of the field.
Yes, it's going to be very bad for everyone.
It's gonna be
Very
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for y'all. I became a believer. Like I said, I seen it with my own eyes, man. I think it's amazing what you're doing. Continue to do what you're doing.
Oh, I want to say one thing, a couple things. You know, Coach Bean was a first-year defensive coordinator. I don't know if you've seen our scores and our stats far as like
I had one game
averages.
with something like 70 to nothing. That was some crazy games.
Yeah, teams don't score on us like that. You know, it's a testament to our players, our coaching staff. Coach Bean on the defensive side, hell of a coach. He waited his opportunity, got his opportunity, and he showed it out. You know, Coach Danny with the receivers. You know, Coach Ward on the defense and special teams, well, linebackers and special teams. Coach Dutch with the offensive linemen. I mean, our staff is just so dope. I mean, so experienced, and you know, it's from the top all the way down to the bottom. You know, even our training staff. Yeah. Shout out to Mercy Health Partners, the faculty, our AD, everything. This is a team. It's a total team effort. But we do this for each other. It's a brotherhood, and yeah, we came up short, but thirsty to get back.
And that's good for them. That's good for them. And I noticed that some things that, like I say, it's about changing the narrative too, right? So whatever the fake persona or narrative that was created before, now you see things like the players on the news with the teachers, giving them the jersey. Like, can you speak a little bit about, because that's big, when you see these young boys out here doing that type of stuff, you don't see that. So now that you're seeing it from the TAF spotlight, what they got to say now? You know what I mean?
They're going to keep saying things. I mean, it's going to be more hating next year. It's a lot of hating this year, year before that, throughout the history. And collectively for CPS, I mean, it's always been a disrespect. So we not, you know, yeah, we play for ourselves, but we also represent our conference. And, you know, we're pretty sure I can put the house on the fact that they're going to hate next year, and we're going to overcome next year. We're going to continue to put Delta, you know what, and we're going to be right back where we started, right back where we left off at. I know that, I guarantee that, and the players will say the same thing, and they're going to back me and the rest of the coaching staff on that.
I believe it, man.
The senator's way. We're going to handle business like a senator.
I believe it. Like I say, I'm a witness to it. I'm looking forward to it. Just to kind of do a spin move. So how long have you been involved with what you got going as far as what you bring to the game on the content side?
Oh man, how long I've been in this business?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I want to say since 2005. I started Crush Imaging when I was at our institute, and just kind of grew from there. I started out doing club flyers and promos and promo flyers and logos, you know, graphic design, you know, all that stuff. When I got into photography and video, organically, I mean, I never thought I'd be a photographer or a content creator, period, you know. I just followed my purpose and organically grew into what I am today.
I'm a fan, bro. When you see all them flyers them young boys got, when you see it, like, I be seeing it from my IG page, but like I say, running into you here is so crazy when you don't know who behind something until like you meet the person, and then you like, I'm in fan mode, you know what I'm saying? So I'm giving you flowers. I want you to know what you're doing is special, man. Not just the football side, but the creator side, the heart, to give back to these young boys. That's special to me, so you deserve flowers, man, for sure.
I definitely, much love. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it. But it's just my purpose. I'm here to do that. I want to give back. And, you know, that's how I really got started with Tab. You know, I knew I wanted to give back. I love football. I used to play high school football from CPS.
Where high school you went to?
I went to Woodward High School.
Okay.
And I played football there, ran track, played baseball. So I can relate to the kids. You know, I grew up in Mount Arlen. I have a lot of friends and family from downtown. When I met Coach Ty, I was just there to just take some photos, you know, the team photos, and I just connected with him and just kind of offered up my services, and that's how I started. And I believe in everything, his vision, Coach Ty, and what they were trying to do and achieve and overcome at TAB and flip that program. And I'm just happy.
Ain't even a word.
Yeah, I'm just happy that I'm happy that they allowed me to join the team and play a major role. And that's one of the reasons why I do what I do. Because, I mean, I see a lot of me and my friends in those kids, you know, in those young men. All the things that they go through and overcome, I've been there, done that.
That was you.
Yeah, I've seen people around me go through the same things they went through. We had a lot of adversity this year.
They made sure they promoted it.
Yeah,
For sure.
and you know, like I said, haters gonna hate. We're gonna keep on doing what we do, and we're gonna just overcome and be back where we left off at. We got unfinished business, and I mean, even if, you know, let's say we would have won it this year, it would have still been unfinished business. So we want to keep it. We're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
that's
gonna
just the
make a
culture.
prediction. I'm gonna make a bold prediction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say state this year because I know what y'all still have, and I know what's gonna come to the school based off what y'all establishing. I'm gonna say 2 in a row, and I'm gonna stop at 2 in a row because it might be more than that. But they
Okay, get on your LeBron.
2 in a row, baby. You heard it here first on X's and O's. You heard me?
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. You know, LeBron.
And I gotta look into the camera when I say this because they so loaded, bro. They so loaded. And so I played Little League. I was the team above Tyler, Coach Ty. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing him grow, and then, you know, Coach T, he coached me. So, you know, just seeing him evolve and just become what he becoming, it's amazing, man. So the tie-in of him and then now rocking with you, man, it's something. It's greatness. The way
We just getting started, man. I got my
Yeah.
boy, you know, Cavante Whipple.
Oh, shout out
I
to
mean,
my young boy.
had some words with him after the season, you know, about leadership, and you know, he's planning to step into that role next year.
Got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, definitely. But I saw that young man grow every practice. All of them.
Yeah.
KJ, he's about to be all world tackle. You know, 6'7", sophomore, about to be junior. Aggressive.
Say that size
mean.
again? What?
6'7" sophomore, man. Yeah, he'll be a junior next year, and
NFL.
like Slip, you know, he running 4-4 as a sophomore.
A real
Before the
4-4.
season, like a real 4-4. Yeah.
And he said they hungry
He's
to
the
get
real
back in
deal.
the weight room. So if you, and they all not grew up together, but they all played together coming up. So like they really rock. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, that chemistry is important too. You know what I mean? So, hey man, y'all got something amazing brewing over there at TAB, man. It's time to change this narrative. Everybody better wake up. If you don't wake up,
Man, it's been brewing, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's just bubbling over
now,
now.
it might be more than bubble. Like,
Yeah.
now it might be to the point where if you don't get it now, it might be too late to understand. You might
Man, we scalding hot.
And like I said, they all come. Majority of them is coming back. So imagine what that do to the underclassmen. You know, that get to grow
Mm-hmm.
based off this experience. You know what I mean? So I'm excited, man. Again, what you bringing to the table is needed in the game. It's special. It's important. I know them kids rock with you. I know them kids look at you. It's important. It mean a lot to them. You was them. You know what I mean? So keep doing what you doing. And I definitely want to have you back on the show for sure. But to wrap up, I gotta ask you a quick question.
What's up?
You a Bengals fan?
Yeah, I always support my home team. You know, I didn't grow up just a Bengals fan. I mean, I grew up a Packer fan.
Red
But,
okay, cheeseheads. Yes,
yeah, you know, but yeah, I'm always gonna root for all of my home teams. I mean, I love the Bearcats, love the Reds, love the Bengals. So what's up?
So let me know.
Love Tab.
Give me a suit. Yeah, put Tab over the
Yeah.
Bengals. I added that part out. Tab over the Bengals. but let me know. Give me a Super Bowl, a bold Super Bowl prediction. AFC and the NFC team coming out.
Man, I really did like what the Lions were doing, but I just don't think they'd be able to overcome all these defensive injuries, man. It's
They
just,
got like 17
the injury bug
injuries.
hit them hard, bro.
That's
They
crazy.
got a whole ward on the IR list.
Then Montgomery just went out with the knee.
Right, hometown hero right there. He's out. You know, I think it was a meniscus tear. Don't quote me, but it's something. But
Might have
keep
been
him out for-
ACL. Might have been ACL.
So, I mean, man, I like how my Packers starting to get hot at the right time.
Don't they always
Shout out to
say
Carrington
they
Valentine,
Yeah.
Moeller alum.
Don't they always get hot going into the playoff, it seems like?
Historically, yes.
They went on that run last year.
yeah, definitely.
So you still Packers.
Yeah, they peaking at the right time, and that's the thing about sports. People start hot and they plateau. Some people start slow and they ascend and get hot at the right time.
Right time.
Some people go wire to wire here and there, but they started out just kind of just moving along.
And injuries early too, but now they healthy.
Yeah, some little tweaks,
Jordan
Jordan
Love, yeah.
yeah, a little tweak. I think it's
He
groin
look
or
good.
something.
He looking good.
But hey, they picking at the right time. All getting healthy. The DB, I think he's out for the year. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He out for the season?
I don't know if he's out for the season or not. I'm not sure, but I know he's out for a while. But even still, like, they're playing good ball right now
Still got
at the right time.
defense, they can-
The Texans are peaking. They lost Diggs, but they adjusted. They had a little adjustment period. They had some injuries, and I think they're gonna do what they do. But if you ask me my Super Bowl pick,
I'm a
it's
Chief
so
fan.
hard right now. I'm not a Chief fan.
I'm a Chief fanatic.
I'm
Go
not
ahead,
a
brother.
Chief fan.
Go ahead. Tell the people.
I want to. I'm gonna just roll right now. I think I'm gonna roll with the Texans.
Disrespect.
I'm gonna roll with the Texans. I know I can't say Philly because my boy a little bit too inconsistent. He throwing the ball though a
Jalen.
little bit. He's throwing the ball a little bit,
Yeah.
but their defense still kind of sketchy to me.
The
I
NFC
do like what
lineup-
Washington doing, but even though what's his name is doing this thing, he's still a rookie quarterback.
He look
I ain't gonna knock him, but he is different.
He different.
He different.
Because he got the least amount of weapons in the NFC, and he getting busy. They be sleeping on him too, for real. I mean, he got McLaren on the outside, but come on, bro. He ain't got no Addison. He ain't got no I can't remember. Jefferson.
I'm gonna go with the Texans and the Packers for right now, but
Ooh,
right behind my Packers though, man, I gotta say Washington. I would have said Detroit, but they just can't overcome that right now, man.
So I'm gonna give you my pick. So you said Green Bay and Houston.
Yeah.
So I'm a Chief fanatic. Let me tell you what we finna do to them Saturday, right? And I'm glad that safety out. You understand? So we finna ball them up. So Mahomes go ahead and get his rest. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you my realist. I'm gonna give you my fan pick because I'm a fanatic of them, and then I'm gonna say realistically. So on the fan side, I'm going Chiefs, obviously, and then in the NFC, man, it's really wide open with Detroit because Detroit was the favorite to me into all these injuries. I like how Philly looking, and it ain't because it hurts. They just need him to be just don't turn the ball over. You got Saquon Barkley back there. That's a game changer. But then you got Minnesota. It's like, do you trust Sam Darnold? You know what I'm saying? In the big moment. So I'm gonna go Chiefs. Man, I'm going Chiefs, Eagles. And then my reality, that might be my reality, and I'm on a fan mode. I'm going Chiefs, Eagles, brother. And Chiefs gonna get that 3-peat. And it's gonna be great. My light-skinned brother's back. He's back home. You know what I'm saying? Pat Mahomes. I know we've been escaping games barely this season, but we battle tested. That's how I look at it. I try to flip it. But I really thought the Lions was finna, boy. I'm talking about they was smacking their head off in the league by big points and injuries, but they still might be able to compete. The NFC wide open. I like Green Bay too. It's gonna be interesting, man. So,
I mean, Vikings doing their thing. I just can't trust Donald in the playoffs. So that's he playing out his mind right now. He's balling. But I'm just thinking he might come back to earth. You know,
but can he with them weapons? That's what I was asking myself.
Them weapons can elevate you. So that he's been elevated right now.
You got Addison, but you got the other boy, then you got Jefferson. Their running game pretty solid. That defense nice. And the tight end. So they for real can. If Darnold, man, look, because he ain't had weapons in the past when he was looking trash. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why he was looking trash. And overall, he was like a number 2 pick at one point. So
it's going to be a matchup thing. I got to see the bracket.
Yeah, and I think they come down the end of the regular season. I want to say that it's some tough matchups. So either Green Bay and the Vikes meet again, or the Lions and one of the two meet again to close out the season. It should be interesting. So, and I think that the Redskins might have their hands full this week too. I can't think of who they play, but this should all be interesting, man. Like I say.
Let me ask you a question about who's your favorite high school team in Cincinnati?
So
you can like what you like.
I have became
no pressure.
I like obviously I shared what y'all got going, and I became so I'm on my healthy sideline. So naturally I start.
You know we play Mount Healthy this year.
Yeah, I'll be down there.
You be down there.
Yeah, I'm down there.
So you can raise your.
I might not be. I might be next to you.
Yeah,
I ain't go there now.
I'm just you know.
Yeah, you know. But I love watching my favorite team. Oh yeah, we can. Yeah. Nah, we can't do it on the field.
Top shelf. Yeah.
All right, we're going to get this year. I ain't betting no more. I know what's going on. But I fell in love with Anderson for some reason, man.
A lot of respect for Anderson. A lot of respect for Moeller.
Moeller, too. It's them quarterbacks, man.
We couldn't bring it home. None of us from Cincinnati that made it that far. I mean, we almost was a game away. But Anderson, Moeller, they made it. They played great games. They fell up.
All of them upset in the championship. I don't know. They forgot everything. They was more or maybe that other team wasn't that much better than them. It's just any given day somebody can be beat. You know what I mean? So, but Anderson, I felt like that was who I kind of fell in love with. I had developed a real close relationship with Justice. So. I got an interview with him coming up, so you know what I'm saying. Him, Moeller, and Yao, and then obviously Mel Healthy.
So the same 3 teams. What you got in Division 3?
3. Who in 3? Let me think. Who we got in 3? I be disrespectful kind of when I look at my actions because I always leave 3 out.
I know we all do because they move around. Like,
man, everybody that was 3 seemed like they do that thing called competitive balance. They all drop down or they go to I don't know what's going on. So I left 3 alone, man. I don't know what they got going on. I know my high school, I went to Roger Bacon. After they had Corey Kiner, they dropped down with the competitive balance label, right? And then they went like Division 40. You feel me? But that's how he started breaking all of, you see what I'm saying? And they ain't even in the GCL no more. I'm like, how y'all get away with this one? Bucko, we had to play against all of them squads. You feel me? Now y'all get to play the, no disrespect, the North College Hills, you know what I mean? So it's like, now I think it's like it's a fear factor thing going on. It ain't just gonna line up, let's play ball. It's like, I don't want to smoke with them guys. I don't know what's up.
We all got business to finish next year. I don't know Anderson's situation.
I
know they got Ace coming back, but
other than that, but they might be able to reload. They had a lot more. I don't want to sound racist on this show. They had a lot more black brothers than I've ever seen in my life. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to. I think Pac-Man got something to do with that. I was told, and I think they'll be able to. I don't know. It's hard to replace what they got. They had a lot of players, bro, that's going D1 or a D2 or just that was starters, and it's, you know what I mean, when you lose 15 to 20 of them, it's different. You might be rebuilding. Oh yeah, you might be at the bottom. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So I just look forward to going out there. I done got to this space where I just enjoy watching high school football now. I miss being out there on Friday nights as a player. So like that vibe of just, you know, when you just out there 7:15 hit.
You know what? Speaking of that,
You feel me?
speaking of the Friday night lights, man, I really hope we can have some real Friday night games. I mean, a lot of things went on last year. A lot of times been pushed up and games pushed to Saturdays and Thursdays and 5 o'clock kickoffs and all of that.
Some of the crowd ain't allowed to come.
Yeah.
Did y'all experience anything like that?
Oh yeah, we had a lot of our games down the stretch that were pushed up and pushed over to Saturdays, but I mean, we still did what we did, but we still want to play underneath those lights. So hopefully, the city can calm down, CPS can relax, and just put some things in place so people can experience, or our kids can experience what Friday Night Lights is really about. And you know, that's one of those things you think about long after you stop playing, like those games under the lights. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully that's not taken away from them again this year. And yeah,
So we definitely want to have you back on the show next
Yeah,
week,
sure.
man. Appreciate your time and your effort. If y'all like what we have going today, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We're gonna wrap up here with Coach Crush and your host, Say Man, from the new show titled X's and O's.